Hey there guys, so first up, last week played around with this pattern and got some great feedback on it. Meg thinks that the accompanying song is a hit. Anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap. So here's the remix. Anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap, anti-spin plain bend, anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap, anti-spin plain bend, anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap, anti-spin cap, anti-spin plain bend. So, yeah, we'll see how that version of the song works out. Next up, I had a gentleman ask me a few weeks ago to demo a cateye flower for him, which is interesting because cateye flowers are really the thing that got me into Tech Boy in the first place, and I'm still not entirely sure that I have a better understanding of them a year and a half later than I did when I first got into the concept. So I've got like 4 or 5 different ideas of how one might approach the idea of cateye flowers, but I can't guarantee any of them would be considered the cateye flower by the wider boy community, only my own little musings. So first and foremost, just to take the concept at its face, this is just cateyes performed at several different places going around a circle. It looks kind of ungainly. In fact, it looks a lot ungainly. All the cateyes are vertical. This is basically just multiple points of rotation. You could change it up by having the side cateyes be horizontal. So just that, right? Does that constitute a cateye flower? I'm still not sure. I've seen some folks on the Home of Poi forums refer to Yuta doing cateye flowers. I don't believe I've ever seen a video of this happening. The closest I've ever seen, at least live, is him going from like anti-spin flowers into cateye, into anti-spin flowers, into cateye. Which I'm not exactly sure if that qualifies, but here's a couple other possible ideas. So by now I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Mel, the uber badass fire spinner from Russia's performance video, in which he busts out that lovely concoction, a horizontal cateye antibrid, which I'm having a really tough time getting more than 2 or 3 repetitions out of. But I've been playing around with combining that with something that Tank showed me at Fire Drums back in April. Namely, if you take a vertical cateye and then you switch it into a horizontal cateye and then back into a vertical, you can actually do this lovely pattern as an antibrid. So, for example, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. And then technically you could get in multiple repetitions, say like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And theoretically get it up to the point where you can do enough repetitions that you're doing like 4 or 5 times for each roll. So conceptually I could see how that could be considered something similar. Final thought based upon this is if you take the idea of the unit circle and stack up horizontal and vertical cateyes next to each other. So say I've got a grid of 4 circles, vertical cateye, horizontal cateye, vertical cateye, horizontal cateye, so that they each have a pedal pointed straight out, and the other pedal crosses over into the previous cateye in such a way that they overlap. You wind up with a shape where you have a vertical cateye, which when the hand is coming up and the poi is even with it, is an imperfect transition point to switch into this horizontal cateye. And when the hand is up top and the poised down below, it's an imperfect point to switch into this vertical cateye up here, and which when the hand's coming back down and poised straight out, you can switch into horizontal. And of course, when the poise straight up and the hand's at the bottom of the circle, we're back into this vertical cateye, in which case it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and back down. And try and narrow it down to the point where you only get in one beat in each spot. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Something like that. Which winds up looking a bit like kind of a shuriken, something with 4 points on it. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the concept right now. And any of you guys who played around with this more than me, feel free to leave some comments and let me know if there are some glaring possibilities here I've overlooked. Anyway, so I think that does it for this week. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. I will see you around the corner. Peace.